everybody. How you doing today? Today I just want to bring you in to a different part of my studies. I went through how I study about health, passion for studying about health, but I also have a passion for studying about the mind because they really go together. You can't really be healthy without a healthy mind. So you can do everything you need to do to eat the right foods, stay away from the wrong foods, on and on, everything in moderation. However, the mind does play an impact. If you expect to get sick, if you expect to walk into a room where people have colds and you expect to get sick, guess what? You probably do. So I've studied for probably, 25 years. Almost as long as I studied nutrition, not quite. But anyway, and I really started with Anthony Robbins, I believe. I went back and did some of his work, walked on the hot coals the whole bit, did some crazy things. But the work that he did in Awaken the Giant Within, I was actually at a course of his when he was writing that. It's a great book. But he bases a lot of his work on NLP, and then he's expanded it from there, like Bandler. I also branched out from that because NLP kind of goes hand in hand with hypnotherapy, Milton Erickson, just a lot of great work by him also. And then one of my first books by a metaphysician is Stuart Wilde, and it's called The Force. Very small book. It's a great thing. It just really teaches you that what you think you create. You can choose what you create in life. Now, I'm not saying it's simple because there's a lot of programming you have to get rid of. But if you do stay focused and stay conscious, you can basically create about anything you want. Let me just share a few of my books. Oh, this is one of my favorite too, Sermon on the Mount. And I got this book from actually Brian Tracy. I went to a course of his years ago. And then he sent me this, and it says, per our conversation, I didn't remember that he was going to send it, but he's an incredible guy. He does a lot of great work too. But he said this was a book that really started off his path of changing. And he's done a lot of incredible work in the corporate world, bringing them more into universal principles, which is really all about integrity. Anyway, just let me share a few of these. Florence Scovel Shinn, this is basically, I don't know if it's all of her works, but it is 4 of her books. Great work. This is well worth reading. The Isaiah Effect, Greg Braden, I don't know if you've read anything by him. He was a scientist. He's really incredible, talking about how you can create your life. Eckhart Tolle, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. Great book. And Wayne Dyer, he's done a lot of good books. He's really shifted over the years, and I've read several of his books, and I've seen how he has totally shifted. Power versus Force, another one. Basically, David Hawkins does a lot of work with kinesiology, which is communicating with your body. And quite frankly, there are a lot of chiropractors that do this. This is way more accepted than it used to be. Training trances, once again, that's in hypnotherapy. Choices. Hi, Riley. Riley wants to get in the video. Choices and Illusions, once again, more along the lines of hypnotherapy. Yes, you are welcome, Riley. And just a few other quick ones. Universe is Calling. The Power of Decision, really good book. Decisions really, when you decide, you're cutting off from, so it really is powerful when you make a decision. You're cutting off other avenues, other paths, so make sure you're clear on your decisions. Beyond the Winning Strength. This is Linda Dahl, D-A-H-L, and she used to work for Apple. I believe she's still around. This is an older book, but it was great because here she was, a corporate executive, a really successful one, and then she got into the world of really learning, getting out the stress of things and learning how to create her world so it's less stressful. And of course, Deepak Chopra, Quantum Healing, a really old book. This really relates how every cell in your body has intelligence. So what you think, and he's very scientific, what you think matters. And then I can't leave these 2 out. These are 2 books. I don't know if you ever had a book that you can just go to. I'm sure you do. That you can just go to and you can just read that page. And it gets you to think about something, or it gives you some type of gem. The Way to Complete Freedom by Lester Levinson, who the release technique is based on his work. A great book. You can just pick up any page and read that. And Psychopictography by Vernon Howard. This book, I don't even know if it's around anymore, but I can tell you this is definitely one of my favorite books. It's just filled with gems. So I just want to share that with you because how you think matters. It's so tied into your health. Because, you know, if you think that you're going to walk into a room with people who are sick and you're going to get sick, most likely you are. If you think that when you walk outside and you don't wear your coat, that you're going to get sick, most likely you are. And you know how many of these thoughts that we have and how many of these thoughts that we've passed along to our children? It's just not true. What we need to start passing along and thinking ourselves is just taking charge and taking responsibility about our thoughts, being more conscious of our thoughts. You've got to develop the habit for that because it's not so simple. Life is crazy and the mind has an amazing way to just take off on you and just go back to old patterns. But I just wanted to bring this to you, so I hope it was useful in some way, or maybe you want to pick up one of these books. I'm sure you have a great library yourself, but anyway. So bye for now and just have an amazing day. Thanks. Bye.